Hello YouTubers, Cornwall here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And today we've got the first of a couple of interviews that I did while I was at Eurogamer. I've got quite a few videos coming out about Eurogamer, about the games I've played, with a few interviews, wrap-ups, games of the show and things like that. So I wanted to get this one out as soon as I could because it's an exclusive interview. I believe, at least at the time that I recorded this, I was the first person to speak to the guys over at Oddworld about the DLC that's coming to the Xbox One, and a few other insights into Oddworld for any of you nostalgic fans out there that have enjoyed the remaster version. Obviously the PS4 guys have had it before us, but there is some DLC coming, and I've got an interview with Pete over there. So I really hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the enhanced sound quality that we've got now with the new mic. It works really well. There are a couple of interviews where we've had a very slight crackling, but it's a hell of a lot better than what it was on the camera. I'm not too sure what caused the crackling at times, but hey ho, it's one of those things when you're live and you just have to deal with it afterwards. But it's loads better than what it is on the mic. I'm going to do a little video just to show you guys the difference between the mic on the camera and the mic actually on the handheld microphone that you see me using. But anyway, straight to the interview. I hope you enjoy it. It is exclusive to me at the time that I recorded this anyway. So until next time, guys, I'll leave you to myself and Pete, and I shall see you all soon. How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwall here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And today I'm joined by Peter from Oddworld, and we're going to talk about this guy here, Abe's, one of my childhood games. I remember playing it with my father on the PS1, and then went into Exoddus, and from there, and obviously we're talking today about the DLC.
Yes, that's right, we have the DLC coming to the Xbox One very soon. Yeah.
What can we expect from the DLC? Because obviously I think it's been on PS4 a month or so, is it, something like that?
Yeah, it launched for the PS4, so it's been on the PS4 for a little while now. We're just bringing it to the Xbox One, but it is the way I sort of try and sell people on the idea is it's the first new gameplay content from Oddworld since 2005.
Yeah, am I right in saying that it's actually original content and it's not from the original games?
Yep, all absolutely original, built from the ground up. I personally, and I know like everybody's going to say this, but I think it's kind of the best part of the game almost, because it plays with the kind of puzzling aspects of it in different ways and in new ways that aren't in New and Tasty itself. Obviously we were kind of constrained with what was in the original Abe's Odyssey 18 years ago, because we have a lot of hardcore fans, a lot of people like yourself played it with their dads, a lot of people that remember it, a lot of people as old as me that saved up and bought it. So we couldn't do too much to that kind of core gameplay experience in terms of changing the puzzles or changing the way it works. So we kind of built on that and did something new with the DLCs where we could sort of explore a little bit more. So it's basically, and again this sounds like something that might put people off, it's an escort mission. But because we're in 2D, it works, and because of the mechanics of the game, you play as Abe, obviously, you always have to stay as Abe. You have to creep in, you have to find Alf, and you have to get out. So Alf follows you like any other Madokan would, but obviously it's a longer level and there's much more gameplay in there than just the standard sort of puzzles that you find in New and Tasty. So Alf follows you through the level, and you have to, as you do in New and Tasty, you have to guide him through all the various traps and dangers in Rupture Farms. Okay,
so it'll be similar to what we've seen before in terms of there'll be a door, you have to stop him there, run around, jump up, open something, and alright.
So it's still full of guards and electric gates and meat grinders and all the same stuff, all the lever pulling and all that sort of stuff that you'll find, but it's sort of taken up to the next level because we're doing it with modern assets. We're doing it in a sort of because we built it in Unity, we can do it in a modular way. We don't have to, and we're not tied to the constraints of Abe's Odyssey. So we can sort of build on that and make it a larger concept. So some of the puzzles don't just all happen on one screen, or it's not just a little like solve this puzzle and then it's okay and we can run through a little bit and get to the next puzzle. It's kind of all built on different puzzles and different, on a much larger scale, so that you have to work through areas and there's a lot more sort of navigating through the landscape, and you kind of have to keep in your mind where Alf is at all times, because obviously if he's following you and he's on a different level, you could just walk him into a trap.
So there are points in the game now with how consoles have advanced that you can actually create a puzzle that goes over, say, several screens, to leave him there and then come back for him in further on the game?
Well, New and Tasty kind of did that too, because we changed the way it works, so it's not like a single screen wipe transition. So with our smooth, free-flowing camera now, you kind of did that in New and Tasty a little bit. Outerscape is just on a much grander scale.
Do we have a date yet for when the DLC is going to be released?
We don't have a date just yet, but, and I have said this, like, it's something that we keep repeating, it will be very soon. We are almost done, but we don't want to release it when it's not quite ready. We want it to be, we want it to be as close as we can get it.
So once the DLC is done, is there any possible plans for doing Exoddus or moving the franchise on?
Well, that's something that the fans asked us for years and years and years. We always said if New and Tasty did well, then we would remake Exoddus in the same sort of fashion, a complete ground-up remake. New and Tasty did well, so yes, we are remaking Exoddus. Very early stages at the moment, we're just in the planning stages. So it'll be a while, but yes, we are definitely planning to remake Exoddus.
Fantastic, and obviously this will be years down the line, but is there any actual plans to do something original with Abe's that probably follows on from Exoddus, or like an origin story or anything? Well,
we take the lead from our fans, really, and we take a lot of feedback from our fans. We're very lucky that the Oddworld fans are very vocal. They tell us what they want, and they know what they want, and we have quite a smart fan base that kind of knows what they want and knows what they can expect. And yes, they do want new content, and as we continue to bring back sort of our older properties, we're hearing more and more that people want new IP from Oddworld. And the more we hear that, the more likely we are to be able to make it. We're a small studio, so when it comes to it, we kind of have to, like we did with New and Tasty, we say if New and Tasty is successful, we'll make Exoddus. If Exoddus is successful, then we will probably keep making Oddworld games. And who knows what that is. I know Lorne has many, many ideas, very furtive imagination, so we'll keep going as long as the fans want it, and we listen to the fans for what they want.
Fantastic, so as long as we keep supporting you, you keep churning out the games.
Yep, as long as you keep shouting, we'll keep listening.
Fantastic, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, cheers, thanks a lot, mate. All right.